Ruth Anderson. I'm here with Enlightened World Network, and I'm here with Teri Angel. Thank you for joining us. I'm here at the Garden of the Gods in Colorado Springs, Colorado, and I'm hoping you can see the beautiful mountains behind me. I invited Teri to please do a land blessing for this amazing space, and Teri is on a pilgrimage of sorts. And I'd like Teri to come on and share with you what this journey is for her.
Thank you, Ruth, and I'm so excited to be with you. I have been there physically at Garden of the Gods. It is amazing energy. It's in Colorado. If anybody gets the chance to go in there, please go experience all that beauty. So 6 months ago, I left Florida, where I had been living most of my life. I heard to take this pilgrimage. It's called Our Journey of Healing, the Peace on Earth Tour. And what that means is as I go across the country, and I've gone from coast to coast now, from East Coast to West Coast, I've been doing land blessings. I've done 10 physical land blessings. This is our very first virtual land blessing, where I'm not right there in the spot, but someone else is. So Ruth is there to hold the energy, to bring that forth into the land as the words are spoken. At each of the physical land blessings, there's a stone that's placed into the ground, and the angels always pick what that stone is that represents that area. And then as the stone goes in, it connects with other stones to have this communication system that travels throughout the land, and it connects down deeper into the ground, into the center of Mother Earth, which is a crystalline center. The angels then speak a word over the land. I always call them in when we begin, so I'll be doing that. I want to welcome everybody that's finding us and joining in your energy with us. Just please hold space as we perform this very first virtual land blessing. This is a banner day for us to be able to do this, and there's going to be more as we go along.
And Teri, what that feels like to me, I'm hearing the words crystalline grid. And what it feels like to me is the land blessings that you are doing in the physical is creating a grid, which is, let's just say, like a neon violet color. These virtual land blessings to me feel like they're going to create a different shade, like a neon really light green crystalline grid, and it feels like there's two grids that are going to be kind of built on top of each other with this energy. And I'm getting total goosebumps while I'm saying that. This idea of the virtual land blessing came into me through meditation yesterday, and whenever those ideas come rushing in, I know it's time to really listen and react. So this is the very first one, Garden of the Gods, Colorado Springs, #1. So
Number
Teri,
one.
I'm
Yes.
gonna.
And that makes total sense too, Ruth, because with the angels, there's crystalline grids coming from the etheric, and Metatron brings that grid in, and there's one coming from Earth, and Sandalphon brings that grid up to us. So this is the very beginning of us understanding what's going on. And I had heard before from others that they felt like a grid was being made throughout the land. And we're tracking that journey. We're tracking where each one is placed just to kind of see what the sacred geometry is of that, like what shape it is, excuse me, how it went from south to north and then east to west. And so it's been a very interesting journey to just see that take place. And I'm excited about this whole idea of now we're adding in that extra layer, that grid above the grid that's taking place under the ground. This is going to travel through air. And I feel like they're bringing in all the different elements. So we've got earth already going on, and now we're bringing in air. And we're bringing in water with this land blessing that's happening tomorrow. We're going to do a water blessing for the first time. And we'll also do that when we go to Sacramento. So I can't wait to see what happens when we bring in fire, because that'll be the fourth element. And it's all coming together. I couldn't have planned this whole thing. There was no way I could have written this out or prepared it. The angels did all of that, and we're just showing up. And then I want to thank you for channeling in the message to start doing it virtually and to add that component to it.
Well, and I'm hearing that for those of you that would like to have a virtual land blessing where you live, to reach out to Teri Angel. So, Teri, how should folks reach out to you and start this list of virtual places to bless?
There's a website called peaceonearth.live, peaceonearth.live, and in there it asks, would you like to have a land blessing in your area? So just click on that link when it asks you that question, and you can let me know and let me know where you're at. And especially those that are in other countries. We have Robert Dosa watching right now from Romania. Robert, I can see one happening there where you're at in Romania. So let's do it. Let's get these going because it's so needed. Peace is so needed in our world, in our lives. And that's what this passion that I have is all about. When I first felt that passion for peace, I knew I was going to be doing something with it, not just holding space, not just sitting in front of a computer, but actually doing something. That action part is important. So if you're feeling like you need to be doing something with that passion, just reach out and we'll do it. Collaboration is key. So the more we can work together to bring this in, the better off our whole world will be and the better off we will be as humanity. So thank you to everyone that's joining, and thank you, Ruth, for making this happen today. This very first one on the 27th of March. You know what's interesting about this, Ruth, is when I was tuning in to see the date to do Mount Shasta, at first I heard 27, and I love the number 27. That's a master number for me personally in my lifetime. That was the day I was born, the day of the month, and it's always high energy for me. So I was really feeling that there was going to be a land blessing on the 27th, and then it got shifted for the physical land blessing at Mount Shasta to the 28th, which felt perfect, and it is perfect. So there is going to be one on the 27th, just not like I had envisioned. It's how the angels have it planned out, not me. So
I love it. Well, I'm going to step
yes.
out of the way so
Okay.
you have full access to this beautiful mountain range. And
Okay.
let's.
All right. So then as I do the words, you're going to be hearing them so you can just spread that energy into the
Absolutely.
land there. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you, Ruth. So let's all just focus into our hearts. If you want to place your hand on your heart, it brings that energy right to the heart center. And let's call in our angels. I want to ask Archangel Raphael to come in from the east. The east is new beginnings. The east is where we see the sun rise and we realize all is well. There's that energy that's starting the day, that's starting to happen. So the beginning of it all in the east, Raphael, please be with us to bless this land, to bring healing to the land, to the people, to the animals, to everything that has life. And thank you. From the east, we call in Archangel Michael, the protector angel. Michael, we ask for your protection on this land, for every living being to be guarded and to only feel the love and the peace that is brought forth from spirit, from creator. Thank you, Michael, for being here powerfully. And we ask that you cut any cords to anything of low vibration in the land, anything generationally that has happened here on this very spot. We ask that you cut the cord and release that energy so that only positive energy flows through here. And I invite Archangel Gabriel to come in from the west, coming in with the wisdom, with clarity, with holding that energy in this land, that every being can see clearly that there is peace, there is hope, and there is love. Thank you, Gabriel. And then I call on Archangel Uriel. Archangel Uriel from the north brings in grounding energy, helping us to know that we can get very centered and balanced when we connect with our earth. So I feel all of us right now just pulling our energy down into the earth, right on this spot at the Garden of the Gods in Colorado. This beautiful sacred land holds an energy that travels far. And that's what we're doing right now, is just bringing a positive energy into it so that the energy going from it is healing, it's uplifting, and it's traveling through the land to connect with other stones, trees, waters, everything that it connects with underneath the ground. It'll carry that message of love and hope. I have a stone in my hand that's a healer stone. And where I would normally place a stone into the ground, I'm placing the stone virtually over this whole area. And I've got extreme heat going on right now. So I know this stone is traveling and it's being directed right where you are, Ruth. So just receive the energy of it and let it go down into the ground, down underneath and all above the ground. And I see Archangel Michael really clearing any energy. There was a lot of conflict in this area, a lot of, it was almost like an area where different tribes came together that wanted to claim this land. There's so much beauty and energy there. And so there was a real discord that happened, a disconnect. And Michael right now is cutting the ties to that and releasing that energy to be transmuted into positive energy. Thank you, Michael, for that. Thank you for blessing this land in this way. May all beings feel that shift in the energy, whether that be human, animal, nature, waters. Let that shift begin here and spread out and continue to bless everyone who steps foot in this part of the world and carry that energy forward as they go through the world. May every being feel peace in their hearts. May they feel the love that's coming forth from the land, from the angels, from Gaia herself. And so it is. It is so. Thank you. Thank you, Ruth, for doing this today. And thank you to all who joined in with us virtually. We'll be doing more of these. I'd like to hear what you experienced when that energy came to you. It was so powerful. And I still feel heat all through my face.
Yes, well, first I could feel the archangels were with me anyway, but I could really feel them. And you brought up the crystal. I felt like that energy, like I became a crystal. So it absolutely came into
wind that just picked up there where you're at is what's spreading that energy.
Yeah, it wasn't windy.
That's what they said. Yeah, it's spreading the energy now. And that was meant to be.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Oh,
thank you, Teri.
I love this. Thank you. Thank you for doing it today. It's a beautiful Saturday, the 27th of March. And wow, it was powerful. Yeah, I felt that. And I felt that connection with the Garden of the Gods.
Yay! All right, excellent. Well, I thank you so much for doing this. We're just going to stay here. We're going to let the wind do its thing. I feel like I'm still glowing with that energy. So I'm just going to stay here a while longer.
It would be interesting, I think, to look at some of the history of that area, because I know nothing about it, but what I was hearing was there was a lot of conflict there, and a lot of almost like competition energy of this is mine, no, this is mine, and pushing and pulling.
Well, Colorado had a lot of Native Indians, and so, you know, so many different tribes. I'm sure there was a lot of competition. It's an amazing area, and the energy coming off the mountains is quite spectacular when you feel it.
Right. Awesome. Well, what I'm going to do is I will try to get the transcript going for this and have Lily add in the Spanish translation for it.
Perfect. So everybody, thank you. Thank you for letting me show you beautiful Colorado, and looking very forward to seeing where the next virtual land blessing is.
Yeah, me too. All right. Thank you, everyone. Have a beautiful day. I love you.
Love you.
Bye.